Everyone, welcome to Puppy Training Principles Podcast. I'm Jason from Cornerstone Dog Training and CornerstonePuppy.com. We're glad to have you here. So this morning, my wife and I, Lorelei, were going for a walk in our neighborhood, and one of the things that we love the most happened. Okay, and we're walking down the street, and as we're walking down the street, one of our neighbors, comes across the street and says, "Oh, hey, I got to tell you something." And we're like, "Oh, great!" And she came running across the street to talk with us, and said, "I just want you to know that my dog just passed the test at the office to be able to be an office dog, to be able to be there and go to work with her." And so we're like, "Oh, that's awesome." And she's like, "Yeah, the people were so amazed at how well this dog did." Not only because the dog was a mini dachshund, which they are not known for being really well-trained dogs. They're known for having potty issues and not being calm, being barky, but because it could do better than most of the dogs there, and it was just really good at doing a place command and being relaxed and calm. And that's what we love. We love to hear stories like that. It fills our heart. It makes our day go awesome. Gives me cold chills. I love to hear those success stories of dogs that we've helped train. And so she was all excited, and everyone was like, "There's no way a dachshund should be able to do this." Oh, they can all do it because it's all principle-based. Puppy training principles. It's all principle based. Any dog, no matter their age, can benefit from this. And that kind of takes us to what I want to talk about today. So we love that feedback, and we love being able to help people. The whole reason we do Cornerstone Dog Training is because we want to help people have a better experience with their dog in their home, and we want to give them training that's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to be results driven, and it's not just going to be like, "Well, this should work if you were better at it," or "This should work if your dog wasn't that crazy." It's going to get better no matter what, and it's going to help you understand your dog's brain and your dog understand how you're communicating with it and be able to grow together. So we love helping people through that process. So if you've listened to all the episodes of this podcast, you know that one of the reasons we started this podcast was because of a dog named Sammy. Sammy came to our house to do a consultation and waited at the door, was obedient, did a down when the owner told Sammy to do his down. He laid there. He was a little nervous, but was doing pretty darn good. And I was like, "Hey, why are you here? Like, why are you coming to get training? Your dog's already pretty well trained." And they said, "Well, yeah, we've been to like 5 or 6 different trainers." And I was like, "So why are you here then?" And when I asked that question, they both kind of looked at each other, and then she started to cry. The wife started to cry. And that's always kind of a little awkward, but it's not uncommon because these issues that we're dealing with our dogs hit close to home, and they hit our hearts. And she said, "Our dog has separation anxiety. We can't leave our dog for more than about 45 minutes, or there ends up being a vet bill. Even with medication that we've been prescribed for this dog to use for the rest of its life," and we don't know how we're going to end up paying for that, but even with that, our dog just doesn't calm all the way down. And we're kind of at our wit's end. This is our last chance. We've tried so hard. Can you help us? We just can't keep this dog if we can't have more of our life back. And before we make any judgments on them, remember they had gone to a lot of different trainers. They had worked hard. They had been to the vet. They were not bad dog parents, right? They had done all that they should have been doing, and they were trying to find the right solution. And when we told them we could help them, they were kind of a little skeptical. But that dog came and lived with us for 3 weeks, and then we traveled a little bit with that dog for another week because we wanted to work on the separation anxiety, and so going to a new place would help out a lot. Now, that dog's obedience was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty awesome. We definitely increased the ability of the dog to be able to do some duration and distraction work and be able to be further away, which is key for separation anxiety. But we didn't have to work a ton on the obedience. The foundation was set, and we just built on that foundation. But the behavior and the state of mind was way out of whack. And as they left that day, and knowing that we could help them, when they came and picked up their dog and they were so thankful, I just thought, man, so many of these issues could be solved sooner if if people knew how to do this when their dog was a puppy. You can fix separation anxiety or stop it before it ever starts with a puppy. You can help your dog learn to be respectful and kind and quiet as a puppy, and it's a whole lot easier than when your dog is 2, 3, 4 years old. And so thinking of that, I turned to my wife Lorelai and I just said, man, we've got to do something. And from that, the idea of doing an online puppy course was born. Now this was, when was this? 2017, I think. 2018 maybe at the very latest. And we thought, let's do this. And we didn't know what we were getting ourselves in for. It was so much work. And we ended up writing a book as well, Puppy Training Secrets, we called it. And it was awesome, super rewarding, but also really, really hard to go through that process. And we were learning things right and left, all with the goal to be able to reach a bigger audience and to be able to help people solve this problem before it happens, because it's not common knowledge. It's not common knowledge. It's a different species. We're humans. They're dogs, right? And so to go through this process and help explain it so that somebody could fix that problem before it starts, it would be awesome. And with years and years of work, we got that program out, and we filmed hours and hours of video to make it work, because you got to be able to see the training happen. You can't just talk about it. If you really want to get and work on it with your dog, you got to kind of see some of those things. So we created cornerstonepuppy.com and sell that puppy course. Well, as people went through this course and it was wildly successful, everybody's saying, this is working so good, thank you so much. And we loved hearing from people all across the country and seeing that they were getting our program, and we were sending them supplies and they were working through the process. As they did that, we got more and more people saying, so where's the next step? We know that there's an advanced level of training and obedience. Let's go. And for a long time, we really, really, really didn't want to do that, because we knew that it was going to be at least 3-4 times bigger than the puppy videos and the book and things like that. And it was just going to be so much work. And, it cost a lot for us to get that other program out. And we were just like, no, let's not worry about it. We'll just keep training in person with advanced, and people can come here. But as more and more people asked for it, we kind of thought maybe we should do this. And then several things started to fall into place where it was like, you need to do this. And so we started that process. And we started that process just about a year ago. From this time, it's August 2022 right now. It was about a year ago that we started this process, and we wrote up the program. We planned out how to film it. We got some awesome people to come help us film it, an awesome cameraman, and just went through this whole process of filming and editing. And didn't write a book this time, but did a workbook that is awesome. So amazing, with people coming out of the woodwork to help out and to make it even better than we could have made it on our own. And we love that win-win sort of teamwork that happens when things need to fall into place. So we went through this whole process, the back end of getting it online and being able to make it work so that people can be part of it, and to ship it out and to take people through this process effectively has taken a lot longer than we thought. But guess what? It's here. It's here. And last Thursday we did a webinar and introduced this and opened it up. And now the cart is open, at least for the first Pioneer group to be able to go through this process. I say Pioneer group knowing that we've taken these videos and we've used them already. We use them in our one-on-one training and have for months now. But the opportunity to take an online group on. So no matter where you are in the country or the world, we can do this together. And we can work through this process to help you be able to train your dog on an advanced level and focus on behavior as well as obedience. And we're really, really excited about it. We've watched it work over and over again. The cart is now open, and you can go check that out at www.cornerstonedogtraining.com/advanced. And you can go to the purchase page right there and come be part of this or find out more about it. And we would love to talk with you and work you through the process, but we're really, really excited to be able to reach people on this podcast and all over the country and world to be able to do this program that has helped so many so many hundreds of dogs to change the behavior that maybe they weren't able to build as a puppy, and to change and to grow and to become the dog that they were meant to be, and to bring more peace and calm and a better state of mind in our family and in our homes with our pets. So puppy training is really for dogs 5 months and below, and it's foundational. It really builds the foundation so that you can then amplify that and really grow once your dog hits 5 or 6 months old, and do this advanced training. And the advanced training is totally functional. It's all about functional obedience. Obedience that you can use. It's not trick obedience. It's not like, hey look, my dog can do a sit, and you give them a treat and then they run off. Or they can lay down for a split second. This is functional obedience that ultimately culminates with you being able to take your dog into a store that allows dogs. You're not a service dog by any means, but you're getting pretty darn close to being able to be an awesome dog through this training. We've watched it work, and we're excited for it to work for you. So come join us at cornerstonedogtraining.com/advanced. The cart will be open for just a couple more days, and so if you're interested, go check it out and come join us for this pioneer group going through this first time. We love you guys. We're thankful for you. We're so thankful to hear your stories and your success stories. They just make us so happy, and we hope this podcast is helpful for you. If it is, please let your friends know about it. Please take a moment, if you have it, to go and rate it and give us a 5-star review, because it makes a big difference in other people being able to find it and get the help that they need. Thanks, guys. Take care. Happy training.